The Buried City, Unearthing the Real Pompeii. In The Buried City, Unearthing the Real Pompeii, Dr. Gabriel Zuchtriegel, the young and visionary director of the Pompeii Archaeological Park, invites readers on a compelling journey through one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. More than just a historical account or a catalog of ancient ruins, this book is a personal, scholarly, and deeply human exploration of how modern archaeology continues to uncover the vibrant life that once pulsed through Pompeii's streets before it was silenced in a matter of hours by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 CE. Setting the scene, a city frozen in time, Zuchtriegel opens with a vivid retelling of the volcanic eruption that destroyed Pompeii. Drawing from both ancient sources, most notably Pliny the Younger's first-hand account and modern geological data, he reconstructs the terrifying sequence of events. He describes how the eruption began with a plume of ash and pumice raining down on the city, followed by deadly pyroclastic surges that engulfed everything in their path. The result was a city frozen in time, buried under meters of volcanic material, preserving not only buildings but also everyday objects, foodstuffs, and even the final moments of its inhabitants. Zuchtriegel emphasizes that Pompeii's greatest value lies in its unparalleled ability to offer a snapshot of daily life in a Roman city at the height of the empire. Unlike other ancient cities that were gradually abandoned or rebuilt over centuries, Pompeii offers a rare, unaltered window into a single moment in history. A director's perspective. Behind the scenes at Pompeii, as director of the park, Zuchtriegel provides readers with unique access to the ongoing excavation and conservation efforts taking place at Pompeii today. He guides us through areas that have recently been opened to the public or are still under study, revealing the painstaking work involved in unearthing and preserving fragile frescoes, mosaics, and skeletal remains. He discusses the logistical challenges of managing such a massive site both as a tourist destination and as an active archaeological zone. Issues such as erosion, looting, vandalism, and the effects of climate change are all addressed with candor. Zuchtriegel also highlights recent technological advances, including ground-penetrating radar, 3D scanning, and DNA analysis, which are revolutionizing how archaeologists approach Pompeii and interpret its past. New discoveries rewriting the story of Pompeii. One of the most exciting aspects of the buried city is its focus on newly uncovered finds, many of which challenge long-held assumptions about Pompeii's social structure, economy, and cultural life. 1. The House of the Loom. This recently excavated home revealed evidence of textile production within a domestic setting, suggesting that women may have played a more active role in economic life than previously thought.
2. The Thermopolium of Regio 5, a remarkably well-preserved Roman fast food counter, complete with painted advertisements, storage jars dolia, and food remnants, offering insight into ancient dietary habits. Traces of pork, fish, and even lentils were found inside the containers, giving us a literal taste of Roman street food. 3. The banquet hall frescoes. In another discovery, archaeologists uncovered a dining area adorned with vivid murals depicting scenes from Greek mythology. These suggest that Pompeii's elite were not merely imitating Roman culture, but engaging deeply with Hellenistic traditions. 4. Fresco depicting a pizza. One particularly striking image of fresco through a flatbread topped with fruits and what appears to be cheese has sparked media attention for its uncanny resemblance to modern pizza. While not identical to today's version, it illustrates the variety and sophistication of Roman cuisine. 5. Bodies in ash. Zuchtriegel sensitively describes the process of creating plaster casts of victims' bodies, which reveal the final postures of those who perished. Recent excavations in the Alapata district uncovered new victims, including a man crushed beneath falling debris and a child lying beside him, possibly a father and son. These discoveries, among others, demonstrate that Pompeii was not a provincial backwater, but a cosmopolitan hub connected to trade networks across the Mediterranean. It was a city of merchants, artisans, slaves, freedmen, and elites all living together in a complex urban environment.
Reconstructing life in Pompeii. Rather than presenting Pompeii as a static museum of antiquity, Zuchtriegel works to reconstruct the lived experience of its residents. Through careful analysis of architecture, graffiti, inscriptions, and artifacts, he builds a portrait of a society rich in diversity and contradiction. 1. Social stratification and daily life. Pompeii was a stratified society, yet it was also marked by mobility. Freed slaves often became successful business owners, and local politics were fiercely contested in public spaces like the Forum. 2. Religious and cultural practices. Temples, luraria, household shrines, and altars scattered throughout the city reveal a spiritual landscape shaped by Roman state religion, local cults, and imported Eastern beliefs such as those dedicated to Isis. 3. Public spaces and entertainment. From gladiatorial games in the amphitheater, the oldest surviving one in the Roman world, to the bustling baths and taverns, Pompeii's public life was as dynamic as any modern city. Zuchtriegel brings these elements together to show that Pompeii was not just a Roman town. It was a microcosm of the empire itself, vibrant, multicultural, and full of contradictions. Preservation and responsibility, a call to stewardship. Throughout the book, Zuchtriegel returns to the theme of preservation and responsibility. He argues that Pompeii is not just a relic of the past, but a shared heritage that demands our care. He critiques past mismanagement of the site, including inadequate funding, poor conservation practices, and political interference, while celebrating recent improvements brought about by EU-funded restoration projects and increased international collaboration. Zuchtriegel also reflects on the ethical responsibilities of archaeologists, historians, and visitors alike. Should we continue to excavate, knowing that exposure can accelerate decay? How do we balance tourism with preservation? These questions are not just academic, they affect the future of Pompeii and countless other endangered heritage sites around the world. Conclusion: Pompeii as a mirror of humanity. Ultimately, The Buried City is not simply a book about Pompeii, it is a meditation on humanity, memory, and impermanence. As Zuchtriegel writes, the people of Pompeii were not so different from us. They loved, feared, hoped, and struggled just as we do. Their homes had family disputes scrawled on walls, their shops displayed advertisements, and their kitchens smelled of herbs and bread. By bringing Pompeii to life through the lens of contemporary archaeology, Zuchtriegel reminds us that history is not a distant abstraction, but something intimately connected to our present and future. The Buried City is a powerful testament to the enduring relevance of the past and a passionate plea for its protection.